I don't really know what comes next, I'm just doing my
Welcome to the Ports and Shipping News from Visakhapatnam. Completion of Adani Port in Vizhinjam may be delayed for the ongoing protests. Thiruvananthapuram. Adani Group developed the Kerala government ambitious rupees 7,500 crores Vizhinjam seaport, the southernmost part of the state, has been facing a deadlock due to the over 100-day protests by the locals led by the leadership of the Latin Catholic here. Keen to finish the port as early as possible, the state government has appealed to the church authorities to end the protest as it is crucial for bringing changes to the industrial and economic sectors of the country. The Vizhinjam International Transshipment Deepwater Multipurpose Seaport is being developed in the landlord model with a public-private partnership component of design, build, finance, operate and transfer based an estimated cost of rupees 7,525 crores. The government claimed it has accepted almost all demands of the protesters. However, the protesters are not ready to alleging the project will adversely affect the livelihood of the fishermen, coastal ecosystem and the ecology of the Western Ghats due to the mining of granite stones from the same. The agitators also allege the government has not given any written assurance on their demand even after many ministers' level discussions. Adani Vizhinjam Port Private Limited, the private partner, commenced the construction work on December 5, 2015. The port authorities clarified that 70% of the work has been completed, but for the last few months the construction has halted due to the protest. The protesters have been demanding the construction of the deepwater port to stop as it has affected the coastal ecosystem. They have urged the government to conduct a proper environmental impact study of the project, besides putting forward six other demands including rehabilitation of the families who lost their homes to sea erosion, steps to mitigate coastal erosion and financial assistance to fisher folk on days weather warnings are issued. The protesters have also urged that the government to provide compensation to the families of those who lost their lives in the fishing accidents, subsidy kerosene for the fishermen, dredge the fishing harbour in Thiruvananthapuram district. The church priest who represent the protesters told the project is planned in a high eroding coastal area which may adversely affect the fish flock. Is said they have demanded an expert panel to study the impact. Multiple ministerial level meetings were held with the protesters to solve the crisis, but the agitators claim that their demands were not met. The government has not yet given us any written assurance on anything. Our demands on kerosene has not yet been met. With regards to the rehabilitation of displaced families and providing rent for their housing, the government needs to proactive, is said. The rent assistance is very less. The poor fishermen have to pay huge deposits or advances for renting a house in the city area like this, the priest said. The state fisheries and the port department authorities sought to the protest fishermen, saying the shoreline changes and other environmental access are being continuously monitored over a distance of 20 kilometers on either side of the port. Kerala Minister of the Port Sri Ahmad Devar Koil said National Institute of Ocean Technology and the National Center for Earth Science Studies have been constantly studying the environmental parameters, and the shoreline monitoring cell appointed by the National Green Tribunal has not yet made any observations regarding the coastal erosion. The state government wants to finish the project as early as possible because it is a huge commercial activity which will bring major changes to the industrial and economic sectors of not only Kerala but the country also, Devar Koil told. Accepting the demand of the fishermen, the state government had on October 6th appointed a four-member expert panel to examine whether there has been any such coastal erosion consequent to the work done by constructing the Vizhinjam Port. The protesters complained that the expert panel constituted by the government does not have any of their representatives. Once completed, the world-class further ready port is the only transshipment hub in the Indian subcontinent closest to the international shipping route and is centrally located on the Indian coastline. Meanwhile, the Adani Group, which has already moved the state high court and secured a favorable order to continue the construction of the port, said if the we are losing a golden hour. The time period between September to May is the best for undertaking work at sea as it will be if the protests continue, the deadline of December 2023 might get extended. Now we have already lost 3 months. Our aim was to finish the project by December 2023. It might get extended due to this delay caused due to the protest, a company spokesperson said. The company said almost 70% of the total work of the port has been completed, but only 50% work has been berth construction and the breakwater work could be finished till now. 2,960 meters long breakwater, around 1,400 meters work was finished using around 30 lakh tons of granite boulders. A total of 70 lakh tons of granite boulders are required to complete the breakwater construction. Earlier, we were dumping around 15,000 tons of boulders per day, but now we plan to increase it to 30,000 tons per day, the port department sources said. However, agitators claim that the Adani Group was cheating the Kerala government and the people of the state by giving false claims on the work completion and environmental impact. The work has not reached 70% as claimed by Adani Group. They are cheating the Kerala government and the people of the state. They claim that they have purchased some cranes and other equipment, but those are still abroad. Now they need to mine Western Ghats for the boulders for the rest of the construction. All these are going adversely affect the environmental, they said. On August 23, Kerala Chief Minister has told the assembly that the protest seems that the government has ready to talk and wanted to resolve the concern faced by the fishing community. We have accepted almost all of the demands, a senior official from the ministry office said. It is not possible for the government to stop the project but conduct a study as it will invite huge compensation for the delaying the project. The project was sanctioned after numerous studies as directed by the Supreme Court and the NGT. However, accepting their demands, the government has formed an expert panel, the official said. On reducing price of kerosene, the official said it was decided by the union government and added, since bringing down the price was not an opinion. The state government has agreed to bear the cost of one-time conversion of the such engines to diesel or CNG. We have already given rupees 25 as a subsidy on kerosene, the official said. Nowhere in the India fishermen are given compensation for the day when weather forecast warning is issued. A large number of people have been staging protests outside the main entrance of the multi-purpose seaport at nearby Mullur for the few months. With the latest High Court order to continue with the construction work, the government said the construction related to the vehicles will reach the port on Friday. The High Court has issued multiple extreme warnings to the protesters against them not to block the road or the construction. The court has also issued an order asking the Kerala police to provide security for the construction of the port.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want.
Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.